I think I'm going to start doing in-car talks. And this is where I'll do a lot of my face-to-face filming. Me and Eric got into an argument during the Golden Globes night because he mumbled something and I heard him say it, and it was something uncalled for, and I didn't say anything to provoke him. I didn't say anything to bring that out of him or anything like that. And I asked him, do you like just making me angry? And Eric replied, yes. I had friends a few years ago, friends that I've had for my entire life, up until a few years ago, who played that exact same game, and I call it a parasitic relationship. They latch on, and they try to, they feed off of you. What they don't tell you is that sometimes the host can throw the parasite off, and that's what I had to do. They latched onto me, and I had to just get rid of them. And I did that. And there was one in particular, Chris Hennessy, and he would play this game with me to get me as angry as he possibly could, and then get mad at me for getting angry. And you'd play that, and I have anger problems, and I know I have anger problems, and I'm fully aware that I have those problems, and it's not fair. And I'm telling you guys this because I want you to know that anger is not something to be taken lightly when somebody has a problem. We all get angry, absolutely, and it happens. But when there's somebody who has an anger problem, such as myself, and I know I have one, that's just it. I don't need you to remind me of that. Anger to me and anger to somebody else is different. When I get angry, even the slightest bit, even if it means I've gotten angry over small stuff like dropping my pencil, or small stuff like missing a shot in pool, stuff that shouldn't make a normal person angry. And I know my problems and I know my flaws. And so to play that game of let's get Sam as angry as we possibly can and then get mad at him for getting angry is unfair to somebody in my position. Don't play a game like that, because then it puts me in a rock and a hard spot, and I have two options. I can either stay in this room where people are intentionally getting me angry and get angry, or I can leave the room. But if you leave the room, people get mad at you for leaving the room, claiming that you're ruining the fun, or that you just don't know how to handle it. And it took me 4 years to finally realize that that's the choice I needed to make. I've known those guys since 6th grade. And it took up until a freshman in college for me to realize that I need to get rid of those people. That those people, I cannot be around people that intentionally make me angry. I can't do that. We're sitting at the Golden Globes, and Eric mumbles something under his breath, and it gets me angry. And normally, I would just rub this off and just call it a day and move on. But then Eric said something to me that threw it over the edge. Eric pointed, he laughed, and he said, "Look how angry he's getting." Eric, it's not a game. And I'm honestly asking you, do you really think that I enjoy getting angry at something that small? I told you, I told the whole group, I told everybody, I'm working on my anger. And as a friend, I think you need to respect that, and you need to stop making me angry. And quote, I just enjoy making you angry. That's what you said. And that's terrible. I don't quite grasp how you can sleep at night knowing that. I wish I could tell you how at the end of my rope I really am. I put on a fake smile every day because I think that that's what you're trying to get from me. People complain about me being angry, so I put on a fake smile and people still complain. What is it that you would like me to do? Because I wake up every day practically in tears, knowing full well that I'm going to disappoint one of you guys again. I go into the bathroom every morning, I get out of the shower, and I look in the mirror and I practice exactly what I'm going to say to people. Because I feel like that's the only way to be perfectly safe, is to not make anybody mad. That everything I do seems to displease you. Everything. I did my makeup, and first words out of your mouth is, "It looks rough." I played pool and you said something about my talent, how, man, you really don't have any talent, do you? And it's been now instilled in my head that there's nothing I can do right. And the fact is, you saw I was getting angry. You saw that. And the only thing you did was point, laugh, and say, look at how angry he's getting. As though it's some sort of joke or that you get some sort of amusement out of it. I'm telling you right now, I'm not some carny. I'm not some carny who sits around and entertains you by getting angry. And I won't be that. And I will not do that. It will not happen. I went to school the next day and started talking to the guys about how I felt. And basically this me being depressed, because I can honestly say that's probably what the closest thing I am right now is, probably depressed. And for the first time in what seems like months, I felt like I had somebody there to talk to actually help me. So Dan actually sat down with me, Dan and Chris and Greg and Savoya and Amber. I owe a lot to those guys. I really do. Those are the best friends I've ever had. Savoya and Amber come in every day to work, to my work, and they just to say hi. I don't think people quite grasp how awesome that feels, to just know that somewhere out there somebody is taking time out of their day, out of their schedule, to just come and say hi to you. That's it. And that means a lot. And Chris, I know me and Chris haven't seen eye to eye on everything. But you know what I can do with Chris that I can't do with anybody else is sit down, shake his hand, and call it even. That's friendship. That's friendship. A friend is somebody that I can piss off one day and forgive the next. Who can piss me off one day, forgive. That's a friend. And it makes us stronger as friends. But you know what? Over the past 3 years, me and Chris have grown really close. And I know that sometimes I go home in just absolute anger because of Chris. I know that. And I know that he can make me mad. But we talk it out every time. I don't even know what to say about Dan. Other than that, he's one of the absolute best guys I've ever met in my entire life. He goes the extra mile to make sure you're doing okay. To sit down and actually talk to somebody for almost 4 hours about how they're feeling takes a lot. And at the end of it all, Dan actually said to me, "You're one of the best friends I've got." That's what he said. "You're one of the best friends I've got." I can't remember a time that somebody has just told me that because. No reason, no impulse, just to come up to you and say, "You're one of the best friends I've got." I'm lucky. I'm lucky to have these guys. I'm blessed. Beyond belief. I've got the best friends in the whole world. And I'd argue anybody and fight anybody that said otherwise. People that come in just to say hi. People that actually want to be around each other. The E-Zone, as trashy as it is, and as much as we make fun of it, brought these guys together and made them my family. And not just the guys that work there, but the customers that come in. Savoy and Amber, 2 prime examples. I mean, I cannot describe to you how awesome those people are. I lost sight of the people that actually would go to the ends of the earth for me, and I lost sight of that. And I apologize for that. And Greg. I always forget about Greg, but the fact that I have somebody like Greg who I can call on anytime I need to help me out, and he'll drive all the way out from Wayne to come help me. An awesome employee, and somebody that I can honestly just say is one of the best friends I've ever had. And Greg's my wingman. He helps me pick up the ladies, which is, I mean, that's a bond that can't be broken. But I mean, the fact of the matter is that I've got the best friends I think anybody in the world could possibly have. And I owe them everything. A few months ago, I wish I could have just closed my eyes, disappeared. I felt like a burden. And Dan and Chris have shown me, and Greg and Savoy and Amber, you guys have shown me otherwise. I'd rather die with you 5 people around me, true friends, than die with a bunch of people around me whose goal in life it was to just pick on me and make me angry. And I don't think that you guys will ever in a million years realize how blessed I am to really have you guys. I went from growing up getting picked on the playground to having some of the coolest people by my side. I mean, you guys are my team. We work together, and the difference is that after work, we hang out together. That's the difference, is that we want to be around each other. We're not forced to do this. To have friends like you guys is one of the best things that has ever happened to me. Thank you for all that you guys have done, because I don't think you really know how much you mean to me. How much you've helped me get back on my feet the countless times I've fallen. I owe you guys everything. And I dread the next year, because I know people are leaving, and that's gonna suck. I mean, that's gonna suck. It's gonna be like losing part of your family. It really is. But I'm gonna cherish every second that I have with you guys. You guys are the best guys and girls that I've ever met in my entire life. So thank you guys. And if I could go back and tell freshman Sam, look around, open your eyes, see who's really there for you, I would. If that meant that I had to live all 3 years of college again, I would do it. Because it means that I would get to do it with you guys. So thank you guys. I truly, truly love you. And I'm blessed to have you in my life.